This is the idea that everybody has a problem with, is I'm giving away too much. And I got to tell you, the more you give away, the more you get. And it's counterintuitive. And the reason being is that when people really understand what it takes to get there, they will be overwhelmed with what takes place. And they'll see the complexity. So they're not going to turn around and do it themselves. Go ahead.
Sure, but your marketing system has to be that good then.
Every single one of you are in that already. You all have an expertise. You all know what you're doing. So if you create this system and you've got the energy and you're good letting people know, tell them about some of the things that are problems. So tell them about some of the things that can go wrong. Tell them what they need to watch out for when they're picking a planner. One of my best blogs that was ever received was when I turned around and told people, and the blog was entitled something around how to pick coaching. Why? Because everybody wants to know. They want to know how to get a coach. They don't know what to look for, what not to look for. Well, how do I know I got the right person? What is it all about? Right? And so if you can help them get through that period, then they kind of look at you and go, wow, this guy, lady knows what goes on. And then you become the expert to them. Let me give you an example. We were redoing some of our finances, and I have a financial advisor, great guy. I just decided I wanted to have a little bit more active role. So instead of sitting back in the chair, I wanted to know a little bit more. And I've got a banking background, so it's not outside of my realm of playtime, but I know I want to do it. So I started to do a little bit of online, curiosity. What's going on in the marketplace? What's going on in our economy? How do things work? All the rest of it. Out of all the different sites that I went to, I never filled out any forms whatsoever. I want to tell you, in my inbox, I have 4 or 5 that are coming on a regular basis. Now, what had occurred to me today, after doing this for 2 weeks, where they're coming in, I'm deleting them, coming in, deleting them, is that 1 or 2 of them have caught my attention because they had a topic on there that was relative to me. And immediately, I put that in as precedence. So now I'm bookmarked on that particular site. I have one crazy guy that I follow. Jim Cramer's his name. And I think he's just off the wall, and I love him. Why? Because he does weird and crazy things for show on TV, but he makes some mistakes, and he's overall outperforming the market. And he's so curious to me, he's so curious to me that I have to figure out why he's doing what he's doing. He does have sound principles, and I got to tell you, when I listen to him, I'm going, okay, here's an educated individual. He's a little off the wall, but you know what? I just might sign up for his stuff sometime. Why? Because there's something about him that tells me that he knows what he's doing, and he's not scared to tell me about it. He's telling me exactly what I would want to hear. You got to watch this, you got to watch that, and this is why these guys are doing this, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at him, I'm overwhelmed with information. And there's a solid amount of credibility that what he does, right? It's called Mad Money. If you guys haven't looked it up, it's funny. Go ahead and try it out. But you'll get the atmosphere this guy has. He's got that, and he's off the wall, and he's got sounds and things flying. He's like a one-man show. He really is. And he's talking about money and investment. And the point of it all is that he does at times blurb out his experience, and you get that this guy knows what he's talking about. And the results speak it. So you got to go, okay, a little bit wild, a little bit crazy. I don't know if I like all the sounds and all the buttons he's pushing. However, results. So he's somewhat curious. So you find your own niche in the marketplace, but that's education marketing. Okay? Have I ever talked to Jim personally? No. Will I ever talk to Jim personally? Probably not. Could I become a client of Jim's without him even knowing it? Possibly. Along with probably another 1,000 people next month. That's how it works. It's a funnel that feeds itself, and it's got a system to it, so you don't have to continually pump it. Okay? Education marketing works exceptionally well. If you don't have it in your business, please consider it.